Hey guys, this is Rusty again from Collector Auctions, and I've got today pretty short video, but it's a couple orders that had come in over the last weekend from Heritage Auctions. Some things I've been picking up. I know what's in I've got two boxes here. I know what's in the small box. I don't remember right off what's in the big box, so it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. Hope it's good. I hope it's good because I paid for it, so we know it's going to be good. So let's go ahead, let's get into this box right now. As I said, I just want to make a short little video, show you some of the stuff I've been picking up from Heritage. If you guys watched my video from a few shows ago, it was some major keys. I picked up a Submariner number 1 and number 8. That number 8 was in fantastic shape. The Captain America 113, that was in that order. Just a super high grade, maybe a VF or a near mint minus even, that I pressed and cleaned after I got it, and I took it down to Charlotte and got it signed by Jim Steranko himself, and then I submitted it through one of the facilitators to CGC to have it graded, and well, obviously it's been witnessed, so yeah, so to get it graded and slabbed and everything. So I've been trying to pick up some raw books from Heritage these days and trying to find value in that. Market's been down a little bit. That's why I got that Submariner number 1. Excited about that book. It's pressed out really nicely. Has some defects on there. They graded it as a very good. You know, I'm hoping that we can bump it up. We bumped it up just a little bit. It'd be nice to get in that 3, 5, 4 range. I don't know. You know, it's just, you know, there's going to be value in it with what I paid for it. But let's see what we got here. And as usual, Heritage usually packages pretty good. This was probably not as bubble wrapped as it should have normally been, but I mean the bubble wrap's good, but there wasn't any other padding in the box. So they had a little bit of paper, but yeah, I'm a little surprised. Normally it's a little bit tighter from Heritage, but let's see what we've got. This is exciting. I don't remember what this order was. That's bad when you spend this kind of money and you don't remember what you got. But you know it's going to be good. All right. Whatever it is, I got an 8.5 on one of them because I can see the grade behind everything here. Let's see. Let's just start with the first one. Oh yeah. This is going to be really nice. This is a really good grade on this, and I paid for this what you would pay for a roll. Right now, you go to a show. It's an 8.5 on Avengers number 55. Wow, what a great book. I mean, this right here, the first appearance of Ultron. Wow, that's, you know, actually I paid a little bit more than what you would have paid for at a show. Ungraded, a raw copy of this right here, you would have been talking as much as what I paid for this as a graded already is an 8.5. But man, that is super tight. As I said, when I go into Heritage, I look for bargains. Most of the time, it can be either one. It can be raw or it can be graded, and I try to find super great books. Now this is one of the slightly older slabs, a little bit smaller. You can tell by the label here definitely, but you can tell by the feel too. This will be a candidate. I'll get this reholdered at some point, but yeah, Crimson Cow revealed to be Ultron 5, first appearance. Got Wolverine. That's got Whirlwind, Radioactive Man, Melter, Claw, Black Knight appearance. John Buscema artwork, Roy Thomas, just classic Roy Thomas stories from that era. Just absolutely a stunner. It's not the first time I've owned this book, but I can guarantee this is probably the best copy of this book I own at this point. But wow, that is super nice. 8.5 on that. Wow. Yeah, to forget that this was in this order. Like I said, you buy stuff sometimes and you kind of wonder. All right, now this one, yeah, I don't know if I should have probably done this. This is the first appearance of Whiplash. This is Tales of Suspense number 97 here. And you've got an 8.5 on that as well. And this one, not quite. I don't even remember what I paid for it exactly, but I felt like it was a good value. It's got, whoever got this originally got the Iron Man label up there. And it doesn't really do a lot for me, but yeah, that wasn't bad. This one isn't as big of a bargain as the other one, but key first appearance for one of the key early Iron Man villains, Whiplash and everything. And Yeah, 8.5. When I first started getting books, these Silver Age books, these books that I wanted, they're not necessarily keys necessarily. Um, they were books that I loved as a kid. I got to see a lot of these, read a lot of these as reprints and some of those 1970s reprint books that they were putting out from all kinds of different titles. And, that's how I learned about all these great Silver Age books. That's where I read these, where they reprint books of the 70s and everything. And, okay, sorry about that, guys. The video cut out on me a little bit. I was getting ready to tell you about some of these books I was getting in the reading in the 1970s, these reprint issues. And I was going to talk about Tales of Suspense, the Red Skull Captain America storyline with the Cosmic Cube. And there's one issue in particular, and what I was going to talk about was that was the first book, one of the first books that I bought when I was getting into buying graded books of books that I really wanted in my PC. And I ended up buying that particular one with that beautiful yellow cover, Red Skull Captain America cover. It had this really, I love that storyline, Jack Kirby artwork. It was great. And I wanted to get that copy, and I wanted to get a high grade copy, but at the time I was feeling like an 8.5 very fine type of book like that. If I was buying that raw, that's what I would want. I want to buy that book at that grade like that. But as a graded one, I felt like it was a really good value at an 8.5, and at the time, a year ago, that was my sweet spot. So it still is my sweet spot on some of these books like this. So that's why I ended up getting an 8.5 on this. Good price. Like I said, I don't have the paperwork in front of me, so I don't know how much I paid for that exactly, but just give it this. I got good values on all of these, especially, but not quite as good as that Avengers book. Man, that is spectacular on that. I mean, that is a super key right there. Big time Avengers villain, first appearance and everything. So that right there was a great value. So what I was getting ready to do after I talked about that, and I kept talking and I didn't realize the video had stopped, was I was going to open up the second box. So let me reach down here. I'll get the second box. So I'm sorry, I've already cut it open here, but I haven't got into it. It should just be one graded book. Big box for that there, right? Wow, that is a big box. And in this one, oh, look at that. We've got lots of peanuts. But we still have a wrapped up book here. Let's see if I can do this. Well, I was going to say, let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Too late. Too late. We're going to have peanut pickup later on. Let's see if we can cut this open. Yeah, I gotta say, Heritage Auctions, these two orders are not as packaged quite as well as some of your previous ones. So the bubble wrap part is fine, but the rest of it around it, in the boxes, are not all that good. All right. So I'll show you what I picked up. Wow, that's a beautiful copy of this. This is Captain Marvel number 26. And I got it as a 7.0, and I felt like it was a really good value for what it was going for on Heritage, and I wanted to get this book back in my collection. I had this as a kid, one of my early books that I had, and I didn't realize the significance of Thanos at the time. I read all these Jim Starlin books that had Thanos in it like this. The early ones. I didn't really read it too much when he went over to Warlock and continued the story and everything. But these early ones in Captain Marvel, I mean, those issues from 26 up to 33, it was 33, yeah, that just absolutely blew me away. The storytelling, the art, it wasn't anything like I'd been seeing in any of the other books. And you know me, I love the way he drew the Thing. This is absolutely gorgeous. I wonder who did the inking on the cover here. I bet you this is... Wow, that's... Yeah, Jim Starlin and Frank... How do you say his name? I never knew how to do this. Is it Giacola? Did the inking on there. I mean, that's actually some of the best inking I've seen from him on there. Dave Cochran actually helped on the art on the interior. But first cover appearance by Thanos, 7.0 version. Real happy with this, but I'm going to tell you what, guys. This right here is going to be available because I picked up down at Heroes Con over the last weekend. I picked up a spanking raw copy of this issue right here. And sorry guys, video keeps cutting out on me. I think I'm running out of space on the phone. But I was going to say, this for a 7.0, this is a really nice issue. I mean, it is. I'm looking at this and I see a couple spine ticks, but you can tell it's been pressed. It looks really nice. Back looks really white. Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the best 7.0s I've ever seen. So, but I'm telling you, the raw that I bought down in Charlotte, just absolutely spanking. And I can't wait to get it into the press and get it out to CGC eventually. So this 7.0 right here, I'm telling you, it's better than a 7.0. This is about, buy the book, don't buy the grade, because this right here is absolutely stunning. So guys, that's it. Short video for today. If you liked the video today, hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We're growing every day. I love doing this, guys. I love talking about comics. As I say, every comic has a story, and that's a story with this one right here. Is, you know, I give you a little bit of history of why I buy the books that I buy. Sometimes, most of the time, it's like I'm buying them to resell or I'm buying them for the PC. But generally, every one of these books has a history. I have a history with that book at some point, because these are the books I grew up with. These are the books I love. These are the books I know. So that's why I'm so passionate about it. I don't mind selling some of these because I keep some of them for my PC. So it all works out. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today, and I will see you for the next video. Take care.